Okay, hi, this is Enrique with daliasdishesanddestinations. I have Laurel here with us from Brew on the Run. We're getting ready to teach you guys how to make Cuban coffee, which is basically an espresso. Show you how to make it. First, you gotta get a Cuban coffee pot. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put water in here up to this little screw you see right here. The water goes up to that screw. You don't want to go past that screw. That's as far as you want to go. So then I'm going to have to go over here and get the water. All right. So now we got the water here all the way up to this little screw you see right here. You fill the water up to that. Then you take the coffee filter, which is this one right here, and you're going to fill this up with coffee. We use Café Bustelo, which is probably one of the best as far as we're concerned for flavor.
Can you use any coffee?
You can use any type of espresso Cuban coffee you want to use. The reason we use this one is because this one here has more flavor than all the rest of them. It's strong. It smells great.
This smells amazing.
Yes, it does.
Oh my goodness.
So we're going to fill this up with, and this pot we have here is actually for 6 cups. So what I mean by 6 cups, they're not your regular coffee cups. They're the little tiny espresso cups. It'll make 6 cups. So you're gonna fill this up, then you're gonna pack it because you want it to get nice.
Because it's really fine.
Yes, very fine coffee. It is. And you smell it. Doesn't it smell good?
It smells amazing. If you have smell-o-vision, this is amazing.
You got that. And when you're making it, you smell it throughout the whole house.
Yum.
What you do is you take it and you pack it in there really nice and tight. If you leave it and you don't pack it, you're not going to get the flavor that you need.
That's beautiful. It's like playing in the dirt when you're a kid.
Yes, only at the end we get to drink it.
Yay!
Okay, so now you got this. You're going to drop this inside the coffee pot. Then you're going to take your top and screw this top back on. Make sure it's tight, because if it's not tight when it starts boiling, this is basically a percolator. So see in the top, the coffee will start coming out of the top right here. And what happens is it'll leak from here when you tighten it out if you don't tighten it enough. So you have to tighten it. Then you're gonna put it on the stove, which I'm about to do right now. So once I put it on the stove, it's gonna take 10 minutes before it starts percolating. So we're just gonna go ahead and come back. We're gonna come back to it.
So while this is actually percolating, I'm curious what kind of coffee pot that is.
Okay, you have your Cuban coffee pot. That one is not a stainless steel. And then you have this stainless steel one right here, which is bigger, and they come in different sizes. So you can get one for 2 cups, one for 5 cups, 6 cups. I believe this one here is a 9 cup, so it's a very big one. And it's a stainless steel, which is the better one that you can buy. And the other one is a little bit for making less coffee. I didn't want to make a lot of coffee today.
So is this something that you can get right at Target or Amazon?
You can buy these pretty much at Target, Walmart, Amazon, anywhere you want to buy them. And then while we're waiting for the coffee to brew, we're going to get 6 teaspoons of sugar, because you take 1 teaspoon of sugar for every cup you're using.
Now, is that Cuban sugar?
No, this is regular sugar. Regular white sugar. Make sure you use regular white sugar. Do not use brown sugar, because it doesn't work the same. You have to use a regular white sugar.
But I just figured if it's Cuban coffee, it must be Cuban sugar. So, you know, I just thought I would.
And you put 1 for every cup. So that's a 6 cup one. It's 3, 4, 5, and 6. And you're gonna leave it there. Now we're waiting for this to brew.
So then do you pour that in there, or are you making something like a cream or something that goes on top? I'm
gonna make the foam that you see on top of all your espressos and stuff. You're gonna make it by putting this in here. And then when that starts percolating, you take the first few drops that come out of the top. So you pretty much have to stand over there. That's why I told you to set it off, because I have to stand there and watch it. When it starts percolating, the first little bit that comes out really dark and strong, and that's the little bit you got to put in here.
Okay.
And you stir it till you make this sugar almost look like a caramel. Then once the sugar becomes a caramel, then you're going to stir it and stir it, and it becomes a caramel. Then you can put the rest of your coffee in here. You're going to stir it, and the sugar is going to come up to the top, and that's how you get that.
So this is where people can actually make designs on the top of their coffee. Yes. They can make little hearts or leaves or whatever.
I don't know how to do that.
Right.
But you can.
Hey, you should try that today.
You can put some milk in here. You did the little designs on it, but I do not know how to do that. So I'm not doing that. I'm just showing them how to make the Cuban coffee, because in Cuban coffee, we don't make that design. Most people just do it with
You just drink it
regular
straight.
coffee. I'm going to show you here in a minute. So I'm going to go back over here because I'm hearing some noise coming out of it, and I want to make sure they get the right
can smell it.
The right one. You put a little bit in there like that. You start stirring it up. Might need a little bit more. You have to be very careful how you pour this in here. When you pour this too much, it kind of ruins it. See how it's turning into a caramel? You gotta keep stirring it and stirring it and stirring it. I used to watch my dad do this every morning. And one day when I was little, I asked my dad, "What are you doing, Dad?" And he says, "Let me show you."
Those are good memories to share.
And you see it's becoming kind of like a brown caramel. See it? Just keep stirring it till you get that caramel looking. And there it is brewing, you see? And you do get a strong hand by doing this. There you go, let's see it real quick because it's going to go all over the stove. That's the consistency you want right there.
It's kind of like soft peanut butter.
Basically. Now, I'm going to grab these little cups right here.
While Henry's grabbing the cups, if you enjoy videos like this, hit subscribe, give them a thumbs up, and leave a comment. You'll be able to get more videos because Dalia's Dishes and Destinations are going to give them to you.
So now you're going to take the coffee and you're going to pour your coffee into here.
That smells amazing.
Make a little bit of a mess on my table here. I try not to, but I did.
It's okay. The rest of us would do the same thing. And all of this is going to be in the description below. So there's going to be links to the coffee pots, to the coffee. Make sure to check the description below for all the links.
Then you're going to stir this sugar right into there. You see that foam on top there? So all your sugar is getting stirred into that coffee. What I do, because I like to have a lot of foam on top, if you pour it in, sometimes you don't get enough. So usually what I do is I take it and scoop it out. I just put it right into my cup like this.
Before you serve it to other people.
Before I serve it. So
right.
They look nice and pretty when you get it, see?
Ooh, it smells so good. I can't wait to try it. For all of you at home, it's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm probably going to be up all night after drinking this.
You will, but I won't.
This makes you sleep?
I sleep through anything, and I'm so used to drinking this 4 or 5 times a day when I used to live with my mom and my dad, that I'm used to this. It doesn't bother me a bit. Look how beautiful that looks. And there you are. A Cuban espresso. Try it. Cheers.
Oh, wow.
What do you think?
That's amazing.
Like
Thank you. That is awesome. So,
all right, so now that we have the Cuban espresso here, we're drinking a straight up Cuban espresso black coffee with sugar, okay? Now, most people have heard of café con leche, I'm sure, which is the way the Cubans drink it for breakfast. So what you do is you take a cup like this, and then you take evaporated milk or regular vitamin D milk. Do not use 1% or any of that because it'll just ruin it.
So it needs to be full, whole milk.
You want it whole milk or evaporated milk. You make sure you take that milk and you heat it up really, really hot. When that milk is hot, the evaporated milk, sometimes it gets so hot that it'll boil. And what you do is you pour that evaporated milk in here or the regular vitamin D milk about 3/4 of the way up. Then you take your black coffee before you even drink it out of the thing and you pour it in there and you stir it around.
Okay.
And once that's done, you taste it. If you need more sugar, you put another little spoon of sugar and you got café con leche. That's how you make café con leche.
That sounds good. That sounds like something I'd like. Here, Henry has put the milk into his Mickey Mouse cup, and we're going to heat this up and show you how to make café leche.
Café con leche.
Con leche.
Café con leche. Right now I'm heating it up. Normally I don't heat it up in the microwave. Normally I heat it up on the stove. But for the video right now, I'm heating it up in the microwave. How do you like it?
I love it. It's good. Good stuff.
My mother and my father will make this 4 to 5 times a day. If you walked into pretty much any house where there's either Cubans, Puerto Ricans, first thing they ask you is coffee. It's the first thing they say to you. And you say yes, and they make the coffee for you. It's like a traditional thing. They always make this for you.
I can see why. It's really good.
And their bodies are so used to this stuff, they sleep just like, normal. It doesn't wire them up or anything because they're just used to it.
They grew up on it.
They grew up on it. Exactly.
They're comfortable with it.
And that's why I have another spoon here that's not dirty so I can get some more. All right, now the milk is hot. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pour some coffee in there. And we're gonna stir it. And some people like it really light. I kind of like to have a coffee flavor, so I put it in there to look like this, kind of a little bit on the darker side, okay? You're gonna start by putting 1 teaspoon in there and stir it up. Then you're gonna taste it to see if that's the flavor that you like. So
Well,
go
let
ahead
me
and
taste
taste
that.
it. If you
Let me
want to
see
taste it
how
with a
that
spoon,
is.
however you want to taste it.
Oh wow, that's really nice. It's almost like having milk chocolate or
Let me see.
like hot cocoa.
It ain't hot enough. Should have been.
And I would like it with a
Heat it
little bit more
better.
coffee in it, but it's really
I
light.
can pour more coffee in it. You pour more coffee in it and make, like I said, I like mine to be dark, on the darker side, like that.
I like mine on the darker side too. My coffee.
I don't know what to say. Let me see. Let me taste
No,
it.
you don't.
Taste it. Delicious.
Oh, that is
Now,
okay. I
that-
might
this
be
is-
addicted to this now.
This is what we drink for breakfast. And the Cuban bread that we had the other day with all the butter on it,
Oh yeah.
we take that Cuban bread and it's nice and toasty. We cut it in pieces and we dip it into that.
Oh, that would be
And
amazing.
That is delicious.
It's amazing.
It's amazing. Always remember, it's always all about
The food. We'll be back to you soon. We'll be right back. But that's all right. She'll cut that out. Dahlia, cut that out.
Yeah,
It's
turn
okay.
it off
We're
for a
back.
second.
On a roll. So I didn't want to interrupt you because you were really
ask me when
good.
we come back.
No, we're back now.
Oh, we're back now. Go ahead. So this, go ahead. And once this sugar almost looks like a caramel, look, I am.
You
Once
looking
you,
at it.
I am looking at the
Start.
camera.
Start. So ignore him and then say once this
Okay.
starts right when you say.
Here, sit down.
Shut up.
Once, the one.
We're not sure what you're filming because all we see is the center of these chairs. It's so weird.
So if you want to turn it off and try this.
I'd like.
Why don't you do it? Grab some milk. I'd like
Guess I
to
gotta
do it.
heat up the milk.
So it's. What are you supposed to say? What the next thing? That's amazing. I can end it with that. Like that's amazing, and
And it's all about.
it's all about the food.
I do that a couple of times.
Let's do it again.
Remember, okay, try it again.
Let's do this.
Amazing.